Well, hi. It is time for another stream, isn't it? I'm going to post the link in Twitter and Discord. Tweet that out and then post the thing on Discord. Monday might not be the best day to do a stream, but okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's all right. Monday at 2:30. So now we're live. We are absolutely live. And no one's showing up because it's freaking Monday. But that's okay because I can get stuff done. If I'm streaming, I get stuff done better and faster. Yeah. Frogia, Meowth fan, Kragnarok, how's it going? Kragnarok knows what's going on. He knows exactly who or what this anime is. What I'm going to be working on today. She said Subsidy. Damn. Should have got me some. But I'm like kind of broke at the moment because I had to. So like two things led to this. Is first was me breaking my old monitor and I had to buy a new one. And the way the paycheck works for my job, I still have like two more paychecks coming in. And the way it works is that they wait till the end of the next month to pay what I worked for that month previous. So for the month of May, I have to wait till the 30th of June for my paycheck to come in. So I had to use up my money for my new monitor, a new pair of shoes, and yeah. Let's see what this is about. Yeah, just wait. You're gonna like it, probably. I don't know if anyone has in this frickin' universe has seen this movie, but I don't know. I mean, your parents want to argue with you. Explain. What'd you do this time? But yeah, today I'm going to be... Oh, Craig, you're gonna like this fact. The people who animated this movie animated frickin' Black Lagoon. You knew it? Nice. I have the so when I do stuff like this, I mute my desktop audio so you like can't hear anything that I'm hearing. And it's because it makes it harder for YouTube to do like claims on my stream. So here's what I'm editing today. Oh shit, I forgot this was a thing. Yeah, okay. So today I have this written and recorded, and I'm editing a review for the anime Redline. It is an anime movie. Redline. It's so good. Check out this freaking animation, man. Like any like moment in the movie is freaking glorious looking animation. It's awesome. A red line, a line that is red, exactly. So I need to pull in some. This is gonna be like micromanaging the stream. I'm just gonna do this whole thing and like talk while I'm doing it. I might actually just like do this for most of the day. Take some breaks. Is it CG? No, it's hand-drawn. Everything is hand-drawn in this movie. It's not CG. There's no CG. I had the whole Redline soundtrack downloaded directly off of YouTube. I want you to hear. Okay, I'm not showing that on stream, but I had to like move my window. So check out this freaking soundtrack. Shit. So this is the first track in the movie. It's pumping. Let's skip. This is a 7-minute track. It's really long. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so I'm gonna like drag. I'm gonna make a new bin here. New bin. Music. So I'm only gonna drag in the ones that I really want, and I want Yellow Line in here. Like, of course. And it's gonna freaking. That's how this is gonna start out. Is with the Yellow Line. Like. It's gonna be like montage. Why are people still in school? Like, Jesus. All the music is just so long. How much? Let me like highlight all of this. I think it was like an hour. Like, I think, yeah, an hour and 17 minutes total of soundtrack for the movie that is, how long is the movie? An hour and 42 minutes. So there's only like 20 minutes of, or like 25 minutes of movie that doesn't have a soundtrack in it. Yeah. You do the math. 1 hour, 17 minutes, 25 seconds. Minus 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 0 seconds. June 21st. Ugh. Oh, you're in Quebec? Neato. But yeah, yikes. That's a long time to be in school. Oh yeah, I got a freaking cup of Diet Mountain Dew. The gas station I live by, I learned they do dollar sodas, but they do it like freaking 10 cents cheaper if you bring in your own cup. So I'm like, fuck it, just bring in my own cup. So I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, I have to like censor the tits. When I get to the tits section, I have to censor that because there are tits in this movie. See your Diet Mountain Dew and raise your Baja Blast, but that's not diet, man. I'm gonna get diabetes. Okay, I'm like doing frame perfect cuts on these clips. I would go for a Baja Blast, man, but you know, it's just too the singular tits scene. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember like how far in the movie it is. I gotta cut this. Hold on. Look at this freaking beat on this song. Like, it's just boom, boom, boom. There you go. That's your song. So I have like a little bit of black. Let's see. Should I have a little bit of black before the video starts? I think I should, just for. Let's see. Just. This is like the first scene with cars in the whole film that I'm using. Trump, my love. Is this where we talk about the greatness of Donald Trump? If you want to, go for it, man. Could do it like Baby Driver. Oh, God, dude, I still haven't seen that movie. Christ. I'm gonna go to like Family Video today and just freaking rent it. Fuck. Haven't seen Baby Driver. Everyone keeps telling me, go watch Baby Driver, and I haven't freaking watched it yet. Oh, that's a cool shot, actually. I'm gonna use that. I'm getting a fucking phone call from Utah. I'm not answering. It's probably Mormons. I am gonna have the exposed titties censored. Because I have to censor them. I had to freaking like what do you call it? When I was playing Amnesia, the guy's like cock at the end, like at the final boss, I guess you could call it, is not really a boss, but I want to get like, where's the pompadour? Like, where's the pompadour stretch? Is that like in the first? Is it in the yellow line race, or is that in the fucking? Craig, you're gonna have to help me out with this. Tell me where the pompadour stretch happens. Nah, hold on. Fucking okay, it's gotta be like here-ish. I can't find it. I mean, there's so much footage to go through. First one, first race. There, I missed it, man. I didn't see that timestamp. Hold on. Toggle timestamps. Okay, that's better. It was the first nitro. Where the fuck does he do the first nitro? It was in, like, the fireball, right? Oh, it's, like, right here. Okay. Let's see this shit. Where he does the nitro and then the pompadour just fucking... Come on, where is it? Is it like where the bomb goes off too? Back further. God damn it. Fucking... It's probably before the... No, it's not before the clip. The first clip that I made. I'm skimming so hard. Oh, here it is. Okay. Watch the fucking stretch. This is the best. Okay, this is just check it. Whoa! Freaking time dilation. Jesus. Let's... Hell yeah. It's so good. I can't, like, okay, so this movie, I can't take it seriously even though it's so good. Like, but like when it does shit like that, it's just, you can't take it seriously. Hold on. Oh, I copied the wrong, or I pasted the wrong thing again. Ugh. It's a space death race. I know. We watched the movie. I'm gonna bring this down right here. Wait. Whoops. Keyframe there. You go down. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Put that down to 0. Or just type 0. Damn. Okay, I'm having issues of like trying to find clips for this. This is the worst like part for me to edit while I'm doing a frickin' when I want to do like some stylistic stuff. It's always the worst for me. I just want to get to that section where he does the top and then like I don't know. I should be editing, but at the same time I wanted to just like play ukulele or something because I want to get done with all my Steam library games that I haven't beaten. I think I'm like not seeing the tits. I'm skipping over it. Okay, let's see. That's too far, and that's where Funky Boy is. Okay. It's the first nitro in the race. I know that, but I can't remember when it happens. I think it's like just past here. Oh yeah, here it is, here it is, here it is. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Oh god. Oh, it's so good. God damn it. That's so retarded. It's so good. Oh my god. I'm just gonna like paste that in. It's after 6. So let's pull this back. Quality action movie bullshit. That's what that is. That's what I called it. Also, this freaking soundtrack is really loud still. Yeah, okay. Drugs ahead. Also, this is a bad spot for this much soundtrack. The bee poke, how's it going? Are you referencing something? I can't tell. That's such a specific set of words that. Watch this bullshit. Yeah! Yeah! I just want to watch this over and over my whole life. Yeah! Spin the car! Fucking skip it across the water. Yeah. How you doing, James? How's it going? You just love play rehearsal? Damn. Okay, I'm gonna get to the exposed titties. I'm gonna do that section now, and not show it on screen. I just want to get the clips and know where they are, so I don't accidentally show them on stream. You know. I can't find them. Okay. Where the fuck? I can't find the section. The section. Check your arm. I have to drive all the way to frickin' Canada. Canada. Where are the tits? I just want to see the tits. That's all I want. I want to see them to avoid them. I want to know the swear words so I know not to say them. Ah, here they are. I just want to see the tits in this movie. There's like one section with tits. Okay, so I'm just grabbing this. I'm gonna put a frickin' sensor over it, and you can't see it. Like that's all I care about. Pornhub intensifies, exactly. Okay, I'm literally doing this effect right now, and then I'm going to delete the file, or not the file, but like the clip without the sensor on it. So let's do a frickin'... I need a new... I can't show this on screen because there's tits on the screen. I can't show it on stream, so I have to censor it before I can show anything. So I have to do some frickin' masking and keyframing real quick. So I need a new transparent video. No, I need an adjustment layer, not a freaking... Yeah, adjustment layer. Okay. So this goes on top of this. And I'm going to use a mosaic effect. I'm gonna... This is important. You can't demonetize me because I'm not showing anything. Silly guy. God damn, this freaking thing is... I have to, like, keep making the... No, I can't do that. I can't have that section. God damn it. Okay. Okay. I mean, like, this one part. Whatever. I gotta do frame by frame tracking. Hold on. Like, manual tracking, because it's not following it properly. God damn it. I'm sorry for, like, you guys not being able to see anything. But if you want to watch Redline, you gotta watch it to actually see the tits. They're not super impressive, but they're there. Oh my god. Okay. I'm deleting this keyframe. This is fucking everything up. Okay, I'm going frame by frame to make sure there's no nip. As long as there's no nips on screen, it's fine. Okay, there's no nips. I've determined there are no, in fact, no nips on screen. So here we go. So here I can finally show the thing. I can show. Oh wait, I can't show it. Hold on. Shit. Okay, I gotta get rid of this clip. I just gotta straight up delete it. Okay, so you don't see any tits, like actual tits. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm back. Hood Assassin, how's it going? Welcome to the tit stream. I like ketchup. I like ketchup on burgers. Ketchup and mayo on burgers. So here, check this frickin' titty censoring that I just did. Damn, titties. Damn, it's censored. No, fucking... Ketchup does not belong on hot dogs. If you want anything tomato related on a hot dog, just put a tomato on it. Just put a slice of tomato on it. Yeah, it's like 2 seconds of tits, and that's it. That's all. And I deleted it from the frickin' timeline, so if I skim over it, see, boom, not there, then it's back to the movie. So I can't accidentally show tits on stream. James, I'm gonna frickin' ban you if you talk shit about mayo. I will actually execute you in real life. If you don't like mayo, then there's something frickin' wrong with you. There's some non-exposed titties. I gotta find... Where are they working on the car? It's hard to skim through this, like, such a big file. Just one big file. It's hard to skim through. Grab a drink. Get some Dr. Pepper or new Coke. I got... Okay. So I got my new Coke that I'm not going to review today. I might review it tomorrow. But I got it. It's in my fridge. It's in a freaking box. In a can, which is in a box. There's also bottles. So I'm gonna do I'm considering either doing it, I don't know, doing it on stream would be a little anticlimactic, so I might just do like a full fucking video of just reviewing the new Coke, like the limited edition Stranger Things bottles and stuff. Even though I haven't watched Stranger Things and I have no desire to watch Stranger Things. God damn it. I'm going to the end. If you don't want spoilers for this movie, then go watch it before you come back to the stream. I'd probably still be streaming after you're done watching it. Because I spoiled Funky Boy. If you don't want spoilers for Avengers Endgame, then Iron Man dies, Professor Hulk is a thing. Don't remember who else dies, whatever. If you don't want spoilers for Detective Pikachu, I won't ruin it because I actually like that movie and I recommend you go watch it. I can't find like him driving. I guess in the yellow line race it'll be fine to find it. Freaking Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, are you kidding me? Soda review Netflix adaptation. Have I ever played Mayonnaise? I don't play Mayonnaise, but I've tried. And I just couldn't do it. Opening scene of Redline. You're just a talking head. You don't know a thing about racing, pal. That's a good thing. Good way to put it. I have my watch on. I'm gonna take my watch off. I don't know if like the animators of this movie know anything about racing. Oh shit, I just cut all the way through there. Do a razor tool. Get rid of this clip so I can put something else in there. Some history about NASCAR. Did you watch that Emp Lemon video? Is that how you know about it? Because that's how I know about it. That's how I got into WWE, even though I like don't watch freaking Monday Night or I haven't watched like any WWE things because I've tried, like it's cool to keep up with that kind of thing, but at the same time like the programs are freaking 30, like no, they're like 3 hours long. Like Monday Night Raw is freaking like 3 hours. I record it on my TV and I'm like, I'm not gonna sit through that whole thing. I just had to like make sure everyone knows that there are exposed titties in this movie, so I made sure to include exposed titties as a line in the video. Just this phrase, exposed titties. I also call this movie a let's just listen to this the way I say it. Is the sweet halfway point between Initial D's nuts and Cowboy Booby Doop. When it's a halfway point between Initial D and Cowboy Bebop. So I feel like that's a good description. Cowboy Booby Doop. Yep. Initial D's nuts as well. Cowboy Booby Doop, man. I still haven't finished that show either. What anime I'm reviewing? A freaking Redline, dude. Redline is glorious. This is the best. I'm gonna put like a good clip. I gotta find the part where he explodes. The first time he explodes. Where's the first explosion? I need to like go through this movie and like press M and leave markers all over the place, but window, markers. I need that marker right now. I'm just putting this whole clip in right about here. Let's see when it happens. I'm sorry for no sound. I like this. I already like this edit. Let me let you listen to this this section right here. This is where I start talking about the soundtrack. Unstoppable force. Once the action starts, there's nothing the Mafia can do to stop it. Oh, right. There was a bomb on the back axle of his car. I guess they can stop the action if they really wanted to. Yeah, I like that. I don't like to toot. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I do like certain edits that I do. It just fits. I don't know, like the music stops and then I just start talking over it. That's how Mafia works. God damn it. I'm gonna answer a survey. Okay, here we go. So I get these Google surveys, and it gives me like money every time. Okay, so here's the question: have you researched Toyota vehicles? And oh, this is fitting actually. In the last week, with the intent to buy or lease? No. Have I visited a dealership in the last 1 week with the intent to buy or lease a vehicle? No, I have not visited any dealership. Have you bought or leased a Toyota vehicle in the last 1 week? No. Why do you... What? Okay. And it gave me frickin' 53 cents for answering that. Cool. Well, that was worth 53 cents just stopping for like 30 seconds to do that. Where's the section where he's like... He's like testing out the engine. I like don't remember the characters' names in this movie. Like it doesn't matter, but This is like my reaction. Is this dude's just going like, this is awesome, is fast and shit. That's my reaction to like this whole movie. Like the whole time I was watching this movie. Lynchman and Johnny Booyah. I just remember like freaking Cherry Boy Hunter and Funky Boy. That's the only two names that I care about. Oh yeah, and Frisbee. Yeah, Frisbee is a good name. The suspension on those vehicles are crying. Yeah, you're right. Like they it looks flat, but then you get like it looks like the frickin' salt flats where they do all those like the open vehicle testing, and then you get close up, it's just frickin' rocks. Okay, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, hold on. Holy shit. This is so retarded to watch. It's so good though. Ooh. Oh my god. I need some like background music or some shit or something to do this to, but I can't like do that because I'm streaming. Like something about my. Okay, I'm doing this weird thing. I had my direct monitor on for my headphones so I can hear my voice when I'm talking. I don't know if that's clear, but like when I am streaming, I'm talking into a microphone and I have a switch on my interface that'll let me. It'll take the voice that's coming into my microphone and put it directly into my headphones, so it makes it easier to hear myself. But it also lowers the volume of everything else that I'm hearing, so I had to turn that off. So now my own voice is muffled and the computer audio isn't. And I've had that issue before. I upload a video and I watch it like on my phone with my crappy like standard like stock head earbuds that come with the phone, and it's like it just doesn't sound right, you know? The music isn't loud enough, or like my voice is too loud or something, or not loud enough or whatever. It's I gotta like make sure the audio's good because I'm using freaking studio equipment. If it sounds good on the studio equipment, that doesn't mean it's gonna sound good on like everyday speakers. I want this to be a real thing. I just want, like, racing, this kind of racing to be, like, a mainstream thing. That would be cool. Speaking of mainstream, can we, like, put an end to Marvel already? Like, is Endgame finally gonna be the time where they, like, stop doing, like, shitty Marvel movies? I'm just tired. I'm just tired of it, you know? I've said it before, but and I'll say it again. I'm just burnt out from, like, so many superhero shit since... It started since freaking Spider-Man 1 came out, like, the original Spider-Man movie. Wants to support death racing. Yeah, dude, I would freaking sponsor it in a heartbeat if I had cash. Twitch Prime it. One, two, red, blue. How's it going, Mason? No soup? You should make some frickin' corned beef hash and eggs. I had corned beef hash for lunch and it was good. I had a whole can of it. So now I'm fat. Or you could, like, make soup. Cook carrots and chicken with peas. And felt pretty good. That sounds like a really simple meal. James is here, dude. Like, for real. He's not dead for once. Back from the dead. Oh, wait, what's that song? Back from the dead. Something, something. I'm back from the dead. It's this asshole. It's so bad that the freaking instrumentals are terrible. It's just... Okay, I can't play too much of that, otherwise I'm gonna get copyright claim. James Mason, go play Minecraft on my realm. And don't kill my villagers. You don't know your realm. You're in my realm, dude. I put you in. You're working. Damn. How are you working and also watching? Oh, you're working on your freaking animation, right? I can't, like, there's... For a racing anime, there's, like, not a whole lot of racing. It's weird to, like, explain. It's a mockumentary. You're right. What's her name? I forgot the freaking chick's name, the elf chick's name. Craig would know. Craig, how many times have you watched this movie, like, for real? God damn it. Okay, there's no, like, good clips of her. That's what I need is... Three, not counting the times you just watched the scenes. Okay, so I need to watch this movie all the way through again. Because I watched it that one time and I, like, immediately started writing the review after that. And I've just been, like, watching clips. But I need to, like, watch through the whole movie again. They're freaking Kawaii Desu rockets. Or the freaking torpedoes. Kawaii. Her name is Sonoshi. I wouldn't have known that, dude. I just call her frickin' either Elf Chick or Cherry Boy Hunter. Because that's what they called her in the movie, and it's a better name than whatever that bullshit is. I do like this character's design though. Like for a main character, for like generic main character number 385, he has a cool design for being a freaking generic main character. Where's the elf chick that I need? I need another clip of elf chick. Also, I want to sit in that beanbag or whatever the hell that is. This is like gonna be the whole thing where I was like, I want to wear Marinette's pajama pants. I just want to sit in whatever this shit is. Whatever this like freaking squishy looking beanbag chair, like water chair or whatever it is. It looks comfortable. My server's laggy. It's not I can't help you, man. It's Mojang. Also, your internet sucks, so don't complain to me until you get better internet. It's good to like. This movie is one of those where you can like just pick a clip, like if like for some background shit, and like every clip you pick is gonna look really good. Like look at the freaking animation on something as simple as this guy just like talking in this guy's face. It's a good animation. Ramen. Why do you keep saying ramen? I don't. Okay, I'll admit I don't like ramen, like the pack ramen that you get. It just this freaking flavoring that they give you is nasty. I need to put. I still haven't put freaking James, like second channel James, as a moderator. I might as well do that. Raw men? No, I prefer condoms. At least if I'm catching, if I'm pitching, no condoms. Hmm. Everything's fair game if you say no homo after. Yeah, pretty much. Yo man, can I suck your dick? I'll pay you $20 for to suck your dick, no homo. Yeah, it's not gay if you say it. Just bro suck, no homo. See? You have to say bro as well. If you say like if you want to have like bro sex, no homo, then you're good. It's fine. There's no gay. You don't get the gay all over you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I am. This is gonna be kind of a short review. It's gonna be like freaking 8 minutes. How long was my No Man's Sky review? I think it was pretty short. Hmm. You just killed chat, James. No one's chatting after you said no homo, because everyone knew you were lying. Frogia is back. Thought you just left. Okay, where's frickin'... I need more action, you know? This is an action movie review, and there's like only 2 huge action scenes in the whole goddamn movie. 2 really big ones, and then like some tiny minor like non-action scenes. How's editing? It's going good. Going pretty good. Hey, where's that first? I'm like padding the runtime of this review as well. Because the review itself, like the writing is not very long, so... Ah, crap. Okay, I've used Alt a lot, the Alt key, and it's right next to Windows key, so I keep hitting that. I don't usually do that, but... How much story can there be? I mean, the whole point of this review is saying, like, you don't need story to make a good action movie. For movies like that, I always go back to Pacific Rim, because everyone complains that that movie has a terrible story, but who gives a shit? It's fucking like Shogun versus Kaiju. Who cares? Do you think I'll get more views if I put anime in the title? I think I would, because people like. I've determined, just a hypothesis is that people watch anime reviews more than they watch Western cartoon reviews, because it's harder to find good anime. So something like this, I haven't actually seen like a full Redline review from like anyone significant. So yeah, I believe that I will get like a good handful of views from an anime, even though this is like a less popular one. But it's just for more obscure shit. Like when I did Miraculous Ladybug, that's kind of obscure, so it'd be like cool for like all the people who do watch it to find it, and like for people who want to watch something new to find something new to watch. I don't freaking know. can't wait till I can put all the damn. Okay, it's been an hour. I'm gonna take a quick break just to like stand up and stretch because it's good to do that after an hour. So I will be back in like a couple minutes and I will continue editing. Okay, I have a question. I'm back, first of all. I have a question for everyone currently watching. How is the reverb in my room? Because I don't actually know. Cuz I'm in kind of a big room and it has nothing on the walls. Like I need to put something on the walls, but how does it sound? I don't know. I think it's fine. All right. Well, I'm gonna put up foam at some point, just because I can hear it like when I do recordings and stuff, and it's just kind of bugs me a little bit, but it's not super detrimental right now. At some point, I will put up foam because I have a bunch of foam that I haven't put up yet. But yeah, that's a project for a later date, probably later this week, maybe once I get this review done. Yeah, back from the dead. I had a nice like 7 minute break. That's enough time for a break, right? Hey, what else is there? Oh shit. I like this, just the freaking shot, the animation behind this, where all the people rush into the room. Wish I knew how to animate. I wish I was like good at drawing. Yeah, Frisbee's face is pretty good. Look at his face. Just go frame by frame. It's well, do. Look at him go. So expressive. You can like still see him going off in the background there. Go play some games. What are you gonna play, Frogia? Tell me. I want to see like what you're talking about, Craig, because oh, let me watch like after this part. He's like, what? There it is. I want to make that like my Discord profile picture. Hold on, I'm gonna save this. Yeah, that's a good profile picture image. Brick rigs. I've heard of that. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard the name. Search it up on stream later. Sure. On Steam later. This is a good scene too. This is one of my favorite scenes, like non-action scenes. My neighbors are being loud. Holy shit. God damn it. They're making so much noise. It's not even like the neighbors themselves. They have a dog or like two dogs or something. I don't even know. Holy God, that noise. Oh, God. Okay, I'm gonna turn off frickin' Steam notifications real quick. Oh, they're making... It's so much noise. Can you guys hear? You can hear that, right? There's so much freaking crap in the background. There's nothing I can do about that. Foam's not gonna do nothing about that. Madhouse animated this movie, and they also did One Punch Man, like the first season of One Punch Man. They did Black Lagoon. They did a bunch of shit. I can't remember everything. Hellsing Ultimate, like a few episodes in that. Oh yeah, Death Note. Okay, I did my research for this one. Not often do I do my research for reviews, but this time it was pretty important that I did. Crazy animation team. That's maybe why they call them Madhouse. Potentially. I need the frickin' horn from, what do you call it? From The Price is Right, where it goes boom boom boom. I think I have that downloaded somewhere. No, I had it in my Code Lyoko review. I remember now. I used it in my Code Lyoko review. Or no, I'm gonna use something different. You know, let's find something different. I'm gonna turn up my volume real quick so you can hear this. Let's do. What's the game over sound from Mario 64? No, hold on. This is loud. Jesus. God damn it.
Game over.
Yeah, that sound would be really good for what I need. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So I use this program right here for all my downloading. This I paid like $15 for it, and it does a really good job because I can put a whole playlist in, and it just downloads the whole playlist at a time. Right now I'm downloading the Mario 64 game over sound. Yeah, it's gonna just go in my music folder. Extract that, download it already. Not a virus. Actually, like a really good program. I don't know if you can find. It's just called 4K video downloader, I guess. But it is a good program. So I need to look up the box office, the box for let's see. This is so sad. This is like the saddest thing. Okay, Despacito, play Country Roads. This isn't even like, what the fuck? This isn't even the right red line. Yeah. Where's the frickin'... Maybe the frickin' thing didn't flop at the box office. I don't know. Why are there so many movies called Redline? So it like never did anything in the box office. Reception. God damn it. Maybe it didn't flop at the box office. I don't frickin' know now. I'm questioning myself. Okay. I have to frickin' use IMDb Pro. You could do a 30-day free trial. Just frickin', yeah. Okay, now you know my email address. God damn it. I have a... Oh, IMDb account. What the fuck? Connect it to your Amazon account. Okay. No, I'm not frickin'... Hold on. I'm not typing in my password on the screen. What? Ooh, what? Why can't I log into my Amazon IMDb page? I freaking mistyped something. What the frack, McGack? I have to literally go look for this password because I don't remember it. Whew. Maybe I don't remember it. I don't frickin' know. Oh, you know what? It was because I was signing with goddamn Google. I don't have like a password. Shit. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Whatever. Freaking figure this out later. God damn. Way to lose all of my viewers. Spend like 5 hours trying to. Who's calling me from North Dakota? I'm not answering anything that I don't know from North Dakota. North Dakota. Okay, I'm not gonna do that then. I'm just gonna. Okay, after a little bit here, once I get all the freaking clips in place, I'm just gonna play ukulele for a while. What a weird sequence. He does like the freaking Mike Wazowski scream a couple times in this movie. At least in the dub. I don't know. I don't know. Like, want to watch this subbed. Being able to focus on the animation is kind of important so reading can take a side seat. Exactly, man. That's why, like, I hate watching anime with subs. The only anime that I've watched with subs is Nichijou, which is, you can only get it subbed. There's no dubs for it. And I've watched through a little bit of it. And the animation's, like, It has scenes where it freaking abuses. It abuses freaking goddamn the animation budget. How you run Steam games on a window? I don't Google it, dude. I am not here to explain that. That's not my forte. I'm not tech support. I love how the freaking Robo World government is literally just like Nazi Germany. Look at them tits. Oh shit. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to have these characters in. These characters are kind of boring. Ugh. Ugh. I'm gonna freaking blow my nose. I'm gonna blow my nose directly into the microphone, just for your pleasure, for your nose noise pleasure. Glad. Normally I would mute my mic, but I just needed to do it once, so. I had this my uncle, or not my uncle, my cousin, who is old enough to be my uncle, who works at Motorola. Pretty cool. I visited him when I was in Chicago. So he had a friend who was in networking. Like he was like the admin for the network at his office building and stuff like that. And he would always like, okay, I heard like the best thing I heard it was whenever he said like his name was like Dave or something. He's like, "Hey, what's up, Dave?" And then the guy was like, "Oh, I hope everything." And that was like that was the network joke. I hope everything is up. What's up? What's up? I hope everything. Good joke. It's completely unrelated to what I'm doing. I just thought of it when I like mentioned tech support. What's up? Love this like you get to know all these characters that just don't matter in this movie. It's pretty good. Okay, so everything's in place. So I'm gonna control S. I'm going to take a break and play some games for a while. And I will be playing ukulele, I believe. So give me a few minutes. I'm gonna be back in a little bit. So yeah. I am back. Welcome back. I am here. Going to play some ukulele or some shit. And by play ukulele, I don't mean play my instrument, which is in the other room. I would play it if I had it in this room. And close Premiere real quick. I'm going to launch the video game and hope it captures on stream. No. I haven't played this game in like a freaking year. At least. Is it not capturing? Okay, there it is. Ugh. So this is I guess this is tribute to Banjo being added to Smash. Even though I don't own Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie or Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts or any of the consoles that any of the Banjo games play on. So let's do regular. So I had a couple games. Game 3, I need a new. This game does like look really good too. Like the designs of the characters are so goddamn cool. And I don't remember how to play at all, so I'm gonna have to relearn. Want to get a nice 83 frames per second. Capital B. Oh, do I want to skip it? Or I just want to... Good vocals. I'm gonna skip. Sorry if you care about ukulele lore. Okay. So this is the, oh god. I played this with a Steam controller previously, and I think that was a bad thing because of just the camera controls on the Steam controller is kind of weird in a third-person game like this. So I'm playing with an Xbox 360 controller now. Batship crazy. Forgot that was a thing. And the music is pretty damn good. I can't wait for Banjo and Smash, like, mostly. I'm probably not gonna play them, like, ever. But I can't wait for them because of, like, the music and the stage. In the Spiral Mountain stage. You're the crook who sold us that dodgy flat screen. Nope, not me. You're surely mistaken, friend. 5 quills I did. They're in demand, and now this book business has kicked off. Give me a special move, dude. Use X. Okay. Quills. Oh, that's the... Oh, that doesn't... I don't like that. Holding down the button and running around like this. I mean, it might be good, but it's kind of weird. Good. This game is, I don't know, I just like platformers. I haven't played a good 3D platformer in a long time, so this is a good change of pace for me. Hold on. Only 3 I have. Only 3 I have, I do. I also, yeah, I don't know. Just haven't played this in a while. It feels good to run around. Like, the movement is freaking smooth. What a freaking asshole, this freaking snake dude. What a snake. You know, I don't mean to be racist towards snakes, but you know, he's kind of an asshole. I'm not gonna, there's no way I'm gonna 100% this game. I've never beat it before, so that's why I'm playing it on stream. Wow. Slide, Mario 64 style. Ah. What are those blue things up there? They look like even shiftier than Trouser. Fucking stop talking. I just want to play a platformer. Oh shit. This is private property. You should investigate. That's all I needed to hear. Hey, asshole. Hey, shit. It's a pagey. Okay, seen this. Yeah, this was a lot harder to do on the Steam controller for some reason. Oh, you know why? That's because I was Russian. I was Russian, like from Russia. I was being too hasty when I was playing before. I'm not, in fact, Russian. And I don't wish I was at all. Oh god, that made me sick for a second. Okay, that camera. Damn, got a page. Do not care. Okay, Y just skips everything. Good to know. Skip. Skip. So there's the first book with all the shit. Oh, cool, I have this shit now. I don't even remember. What? Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I need to use this shit. I can't even do it yet. God damn it. Lame. Let's go. Yes, I want to go into the book. What happened to chat? Is everyone just like leave? Like they're done watching me make a video and they don't want to watch shit game that's not shit? I just want to play a game, man. And I want people to enjoy. Oh, shit. Shovel Knight in here yet? Anime review? Yeah, I did that for a couple hours, and then I am taking a break and playing some ukulele for a while. Sorry, Tora, how's it going? If you want to stick around, I'll probably go back to it after a little bit. But, might be a while. I don't know what that is, but okay. Easiest first fight. Oh, I like this camera, don't you? Don't you think this is a good camera? We get Ukulele Echo Fighter for Smash. Nice. You gotta remember that these, like, aren't real people. Or, like, these aren't real characters, they're just in a book. Well, I guess they could be. If I'm real, if Yuka and Lele are real, then, oh, shit. Oh, I forgot how these ghosts work. Hold on. You need to, like, feed them something. I don't have anything to feed them yet. These enemies aren't very hard, but at the same time, like, I guess the enemies in Banjo weren't that hard either. What am I doing to avoid copyright with the clips? I'm not playing the audio for most of it. And it's all fair use, so even if I do get a copyright claim, I just say it's fair use, and then they have to release it. Ow! I mean, during the stream, I don't play the audio, and then it makes it really hard for YouTube to actually detect that I am using copyrighted materials. But at the same time, the stream itself is fair use, so yeah. Okay, this is where that first boss fight is, and I can't get to it yet. Do I take fall damage? Is there fall damage in this game? Time to find out. No, there's not. There is no, like, option about finding out. Oh, God. I forgot how this ghost works. So editor, wait, hold on. Speed the clip up and use clips that are no longer than 7 seconds, but that doesn't, like, matter because it'll still detect it. It's gotten to the algorithm for detecting these things has gotten so good that like that doesn't do anything anymore. And why would I want to use clips that are less than 7 seconds when what I need to show is more than 7 seconds, you know? What's this lad need? Pig friend. Man, I've dealt with this before. I know how to deal with it. I've done all my research. I know how to, I've done cartoon reviews and stuff, but... yeah. Not to be rude or anything, but I know what I'm doing when it comes to copyright. I've done frickin' research, like hours upon hours of research for this kind of stuff. I hear Paigey. Other 3 pieces. Okay. Okay, what did I need to get from this man? Slurp shot buddy slam. Oh yeah, this is what I want. Okay, frickin' skip all the text. Okay, cool. So I can eat the fire. No, I can't eat that fire. Look at that frickin' the strut. We gotta find the rest of these fragments while I'm thinking about it. Heard one. There's one. I gotta listen for the twinkling. Oh. No, that's the... Oh, at the entrance. Whoa, this camera is so bad. Okay. Cannot find... Oh, it's at the top of this. I had to talk to that thing first before I could actually do that. Hello? Ah. Okay, I don't know what I did wrong there, but it was nothing too good. Whoa! Okay. Oh, I know the Cloud Man, Cloud Lad is around here somewhere. Not like Final Fantasy Cloud Lad, but, what the hell is this dude? Everything's got eyes. Sure. Oh. Where's Cloud Person? John Cloudman. Oh, here he is. Yeah, okay. Cloud. Okay. This might not be the best game to stream. I don't know. Maybe it's just not the best time to stream. I can just keep going for a while. I missed the butterfly. I missed the butterfly. I'm screwed. Okay, let's restart this. Yeah, if you miss a butterfly, then you're just done for. Whoa, good music. Good lag. See you later, Frogia. I'm gonna frickin' lose. Hold on. God damn it. I missed the one butterfly. Let's try it again. Because this is an easy page, so easy pagey. Oh, I missed a butterfly too. Whatever. Oh, I missed that butterfly too, even. No, you bitch! Speedy motherfucker. I missed it. I missed it. I might be screwed. No, I did it. Okay, fine. Cool. Neato Toledo. And where else can I get Ipeji? First of all, let me get all the quills, which I missed on this route. I'm gonna go backwards, actually. This is the backwards. Oh shit, there's like a hidden area in here that I didn't notice. Ooh, what is this? Play coin get return me to Rextro for some fun. What a fun time. No. Oh, there's something down here, right? Whoa. Okay, I don't know how to deal with this. I hear a page though. Is he up here? I heard it down under the water, potentially. In this cavernous cavern? No? I hear something in this cavern. Don't know. I'm gonna get one more and then I'm gonna go back to editing. Which I'm kind of surprised that this video, like I'm done with this video in like 2 days. But then again, it was a really, really short script. Oh, there's a freaking quill there. How many do I have? 40 more. Okay. So I can get another move at that point. I need one more page from this world, and then I'm gonna go back to editing for a while. Oh shit. Wait, no, I know what I need. I need to go get that move, and then I can do some more stuff. Sonar shot. I forgot to skip the tutorial. So, yeah, okay. Cannot control camera. What is the point of frost? What do I do with the frost power? Hello, it's me, Molecule. It's an atom, not a molecule. Fucking stupid, unplayable game. Literally unplayable. How do I get on top of this thing? I need something... Or do I need to get the flying later to get on top? I might need to do that then. Where was I that I needed? Oh, I was over there. So, right here. Ah! No! I lost it. Got him. Freaking trick shot. Not really. Damn it! Ugh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, we're done here. That's the end of this. So let me pause. Save and quit. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a break, just a little short one. And then I'm gonna edit a little more. So yeah. BRB for a bit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oy, oy. Okay, time to line up the music and do some possibly title sequences. Yeah, this is a short ass freaking video. It's like less than 7 minutes. Damn. Let's work on it. Okay, I brought in some soundtrack. This is loud as hell. I can't even hear myself talk. It went over that. Hold on. Oh, the music sounds so good in here. Holy crap. Holy shit. It's so loud though. I mean, it's really good soundtrack, but it's so loud. I need to do a fade out right here. I'm sorry for not talking and like sorry for not being able to listen to the freaking video, but I just don't want a copyright claim, so you know. Not that like a single copyright claim on one stream would do anything bad to me, but you know how it'd be. Hold on. Have I listened to this one yet? I need to put yellow line back in for a while. Okay, there's one more section of music that I need to do. Then I need to put an effect on here. Then I need to make a thumbnail. And then I think the video should be good to go on Thursday. Freaking good shit. Good shit, my dude. Fucking good shit. I need, maybe more of the Yellow Line soundtrack. Or Yellow Line thing right here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. This is going to be a cool clip. So you do this, you cut here. Then you drag this section. And I'm going to do a fade in. I can't save while it's playing. That's weird. Okay, video is done. I'm not going to premiere it now. I will wait until Thursday for it to release, and I will have it out on Thursday, and you will be able to watch it in full, in entirety. And yeah, I need to make a thumbnail though, but I have this that came with the file that I got. And let me try to find it. If I personal reviews, Redline, raw, came with this image that I want to see how good it is. Let's see if I can do something cool with this. If I can freaking lasso this possibly and like get rid of it. Content's content aware. That didn't look so good. Maybe get rid of this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then get rid of this section. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. So then maybe I could do a content aware scale to adjust this and crunch this down without like destroying everything. Let's do image. No, edit. Forget where content aware scale is. Let's just do an F1 real quick. Huh? Content. Content aware scaling in Photoshop. Here we go. So you go select all, edit content aware scale. Okay. Easy enough. Edit content aware scale. Okay. Ew, no. Don't do that. No, stop. It's like squishing the hell out of the frickin' letters. How do I make it not protect none? I can't frickin' figure this out. Hold on. Let me try crop tool. So I want to do, let's do 16 by 9, make sure it's a, but how do I, so I want to do this. I want to stretch this to the other side with the content aware scale, but I don't know how to do just one direction and not like the whole thing. Or yeah, I don't know. Edit content aware scale. Oh, goddamn no. Wait, Alt? No. Shift? Yeah, here we go. Oh, I gotta do this though. Here we go. Edit, content aware scale, hold shift, and then do this. Hell yeah, look at that pompadour stretch. Now let's get some text up in here. Don't like that font. Let's just do some like freaking impact font and stretch the shit out of it. Check this out. Okay, so let's rotate. No, let's not rotate. Let's frickin' content aware stretch the fuck out of this nonsense. I can't do content aware scale on frickin' shit. Okay, then let's do it this way. Control D. No. There we go. Fuck yeah, boy. Hell yeah, boy. Oh, that's a cool thumbnail. Hold on. Fuck yeah. Let's do. God damn, that actually looks pretty cool. Did not expect it to turn it out that nice. That wasn't even that difficult. Wow. Okay, let's do something freaking cool color text though. Red. Let's do like the same red. Or like the same like yellowish. Or like this yellow. No, I can't read that as well. Do like the blue of his freaking eyes or something. I can't zoom in when I'm in this screen. Okay, cancel this. Now, I like the white the best, actually. Just plain ass matte white. Actually, a little gray would be good. Just a little bit gray. Damn. Now let me... Oh, shit. Okay, so I need to do one more thing in the text here, is frickin' tilt this. Can I adjust how much italicized it is? No, not really. Okay, that looks pretty good, though. But if the question is if I zoom it out... No, I like the frickin' matte white. That doesn't... Oh, that's cool, though. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, that's a cool thumbnail. Control Shift S. It'll do red line thumb dot JPEG and save it at max compression or max quality, I mean, not max compression. And I'll do file export media. H.264 with the YouTube 1080p preset at 23.976 frames per second. Cue that up for rendering. And we're good. Video is done. That was like a record time for me for finishing a video. I don't know, my No Man's Sky review was pretty good, but that took a lot more footage to shuffle through. This only took one movie. Damn, I'm not that... I didn't think I was that good at editing. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but yeah, that's all the stream that you guys get for today. That was almost 3 hours. And most of it was me not editing properly. Thanks everyone for coming in, coming on, for watching. That's what you get. And now I have to render this, and it's going to take up all my hard drive, or not all my processing power, so I won't be able to stream while this is working. So bye. See you later. Anyone want to say anything any last words in chat? Now is your last chance before I end the stream and I start rendering this video. Actually, you know what? I need to work on something real quick before I end. Okay, bye. No chat, bye. I will be back probably tomorrow.